No, Greg, catch these motherfucking...
Yawn?
These kernels are gonna pop all over your little buttery ass face.
Ew.
I don't...
You're gonna pop on his face.
You know, I got caught up in the moment.
Ugh.
He was cute.
My coffee is half decaf, hot, and half iced vanilla frappuccino. It's perfectly lukewarm
Chuggable.
and sweet but bitter. And
I don't know if I've ever drank decaf on purpose.
it doesn't. I'll mix it with regular coffee so I can simulate drinking a big coffee without getting too jacked up.
Yeah, I get that. That's smart. I just prefer to vibrate uncontrollably.
Oh, I was vibrating yesterday.
Let us know if you like to vibrate in the comments. Be descriptive.
Ayo, ladies. Welcome to MKUsual.
Should I do it? It's like MK Ultra, but more normal.
You're watching the live breakdown of two human beings 3 times a week. Hey, we got a segment this week that we're going to start doing every once in a while.
New segment.
It's called Shout Out to the Ops.
We're putting the ops on blast.
Put the ops on blast is what we call it. We're both going to talk about our ops for the week. You want to go first?
I'm pretty heated. Greg, the night shift cashier at Price Chopper, op. I went in there after work. It was late, about 3.5 minutes before they closed. And
Sounds like you're the op.
no, Greg is the op.
Okay.
It says right here that Greg, the night shift cashier at Price Chopper, is the op. I went in there. I like to get popcorn and make it myself. I don't like the stuff in the bag, so I get a big bag of the kernels, and they had it on sale. Biggest bag was like same price as the smallest. I was like, hell yeah, it's a good deal. Got some cooking oil, got some butter, melt the butter, put it on there, a little bit of salt, best popcorn. I go to the register, get there, Greg fucking howdy doodlies me with his fucking nice face, and then rings up the popcorn, rings up the oil, rings up the butter, give him my little card. He's like, what kind of movie are you gonna watch later? And I was like, this was like after a 9-hour shift on a long week at work. And I tried to oblige, and I was like, I'm gonna watch the Lord of the Rings, the Star Wars, and the Harry Potter movies back to back. It was like a giant bag of popcorn. He's like, why? Yeah, okay. Didn't respond to the bit at all. He just said, oh, I haven't seen the Hobbit trilogy. I think me and my family are gonna do that for Thanksgiving, that nice fuck.
What?
Just having a wholesome ass conversation while
You didn't even get your bit about watching like...
This interaction was
30.
clearly about me, and Greg was trying to make it about humanity and how his family comes together over these movies.
And he was trying to find like common ground with you.
And I'm trying to go home and watch Dune 2 and jerk it to the worms. Make my worm sand
Greg, it's on site, baby.
on site.
It's on site.
As soon as I finish this 3-pound bag of popcorn and go back for another I hope you're not there. I feel better. On site for Greg.
On site for Greg. My op this week
Who's your op?
is the Dutch Wheelwrights Union. They have alleged that I have deliberately undercut their wheel prices by flooding the Dutch market with low quality wheels, and therefore rendering their craftsmanship obsolete.
Obsolete.
Jan Vandenberg is on site. I will break your Wheelwrights Union, and I will flood your market with mass-produced wheels. You cannot stop progress. That is my op for the week.
Jan Vandenberg.
Jan Vandenberg, baby.
You're gonna catch the smoke, the slightly less round smoke rings.
I'm just saying, if something happens to your wheel shop, I warned you we could join forces. I offered you good wages and a steady schedule, 40 hours a week, and your craftsmanship will not overcome my mechanization of the wheelwrights industry in Dutch in Netherlands, in the Netherlands, where I own multiple businesses.
I bet he's trembling in his Netherlands.
Yeah, he is, baby.
So low quality wheels, is that just they're like?
Look, they're fine.
Are they like ellipses?
My wheels are
The
fine.
wagon goes like this when
My wheels are of the highest quality. These are allegations by Jan Vandenberg.
That's fair.
He claims they're low quality because there's not a craftsman overseeing it. I have well-paid factory workers from the rural villages who have immigrated to my factories. I have built them tenements, and they supply me with the labor I need to make high-quality wheels.
And once a week, you offer them an extra loaf of bread in a circus in the market square.
Jan Vandenberg on site.
Seems very reasonable.
Greg on site. All right, those are our ops.
You better not. You better hope you don't end up on here next week.
We constantly make an ops out here.
We have a marker board in the living room.
Yeah, you can't see over there. We keep a list of the people we hate. It makes things weird when we have people over. Why do you have a list of names on the wall?
Yeah. Why is Shane Minzy on there 3 times?
It's for a future episode.
You'll have to find out later. Yeah. Well, speaking of ops, we're gonna do a comedy review.
It's comedy review day. Sunday, baby. Sunday night.
Sunday night. The ops also didn't make the list, but this crowd at the open mic. That's how I treat every crowd, is that they are my ops.
Crowd is the enemy.
And I must defeat them.
Well, we're going to start with your set?
I'm up first, and then...
I don't think we have a special guest set this week.
No.
Unless you have a tricky one.
No.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning!
Got 2 people in the front row. Good, looking good.
How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? Thanks for being here.
Sexual harassment.
I just heard him say, do you have a sponsor? Speaking of sponsors, I've been sober for 1 year, ironically. Take about
1 year!
take about 50% off. I had an ankle monitor for all of that time that monitored if I drank alcohol, so I don't know, me and the Johnson County government, we did it. I got a DUI, got in a little trouble. I wasn't cooperative during the arrest, and they didn't like that. So it's been like 30 days in jail. Have you guys ever read the book 1984? Yeah? Have you ever read it in jail? That's a fucking, yeah, that'll wake you up. I had a lot of time to think about myself and who I was. And I learned in jail, I discovered a kink. I'm autoerotic, which means I like to suck my own dick while I'm driving. That's not why I got pulled over, but I wish it was. I wish it wasn't because I was swerving on 435. That would have been way cooler. You guys read? You like history? You read history? Yeah? Okay. I read also, I'm going to say I read in jail for this joke. I read this little piece of history in jail. The Greeks invented anal. And then I read the rest of the book, and they said the Romans were the first to try it with women. That was almost just as painful as all those little boys they studied philosophy with. Am I right? Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Anal's not really for me. It's just for shits and giggles. Sarah, please euthanize me after this. I don't know. I'll do an impression. Do you like impressions? Okay, this is an impression of a guy who's 50% sexist. And it goes like this. Hey, baby, nice tit. I'm glad that you're laughing. That makes me feel safe up here. Okay, this next impression, I'll play myself during this impression. This is a guy who's 100% sexist. I can tell when women have huge tits when I look directly at them. The one laugh makes it more fun for me. So, oh man. I think that's all my time. I'm gonna leave. Thank you. I love you.
But dismount.
All right, your next guy.
Okay. That was this week's open mic.
That was this week's open mic. For context,
We always do.
What were you saying?
Oh, go ahead.
Well, Jackie, if you know Jackie, you know she went up, bombed horribly, told the crowd to fuck off when they didn't like her, and pretty sure she was hammered. And then she gets off stage, and Alec Mertz was sitting on the side, and all I heard him say was, "Do you have a sponsor?"
Oh, that wasn't to you. That was to her. Okay.
That was to her because she was
Okay.
like clearly drunk on stage, and
He's Alec Mertz, legend.
just fucking right, just straight to her face, but the whole room could hear it.
No topic is off limits for old Alec Mertz.
He just, yeah, it was
Birthday, March 9th.
March 9th.
A lot of March comedians. Anyway, yeah, so that's hilarious. So you got on stage too. Do you have a sponsor?
Yeah.
Oh, you just heard him. Okay. And the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
and the
yeah.
way Alec talks, it's loud enough.
It's distinct.
It could have been at you, but it wasn't.
No, he was talking to her.
Right.
Yeah.
But it would have been loud enough
Oh, right.
that you would have heard it as if, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, yeah.
So you handled that situation pretty well. I liked I love the build up.
I didn't have a plan for that set, so when I heard that, I just
Start riffing on it.
yeah, I started to try to take stuff that I'd written about that type of content, and
I liked the idea of you and the ankle monitor doing it together.
okay.
And I thought the build up to Have You Ever Read 1984 in Jail was hilarious. That might have been my favorite part of the set, was the 1984 in jail. There was just something about that.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on your set? I can go through my.
I like to hear an objective perspective because it is helpful. The stuff that I'm like focused on when I'm up there isn't. I can't think about it objectively when I'm on stage.
I'm gonna do this set even if I'm gonna do this segment to force myself to write more.
Same.
Even if I get up every fucking time.
Or to practice something.
6 months. Yeah, or to practice something. And I haven't written it. I've been busy working on other things. I'm going to just go up. Okay, so I thought there's room to grow with the non-cooperative thing. I don't know if you can talk about that yet. I don't know if you have to wait in the future to talk about that on stage. But you just mentioned it briefly.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I think I was buying myself
Well, you were
time.
swimming. You were
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to play as much as you can off the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. Autoerotic, sucking your own dick. Good, classic Nick. His name's Domini.
Whatever.
It's whatever. I love the.
Sarah's the only one who does it. So.
It's hilarious. But she says it's so excited too.
Right, the energy's great. I don't care.
I have people who still call me Shanae. The anal is hilarious. I like your study philosophy tag. Don't know if it landed.
It's like a groaner or it gets a laugh, and I don't think the way I didn't like. I usually leave more space for it, and then I don't know.
Shits and giggles got a laugh.
It was a shits and giggles type of crowd.
Yeah, it was a shits. Yeah, you could tell. Yeah, that was like real crowd thermometer.
Yeah.
Was the anal? You said the Greeks discovered anal, but the Romans were the first ones to do it with women.
That was kind of like
Kind of got a laugh.
the guy in the front row is a comic, and he was there with a date or a friend, I guess.
Yeah.
But he sat in the front row and watched all night. But he's usually.
He didn't go up.
Well, I didn't see him go up, but like he laughed, so I knew that like I heard a couple of the comics.
I like
laugh.
that joke. I like the Greek philosophy joke.
A lot of the other comics give me shit about it, or they'll like reference it kind of sarcastically
Wait,
if it comes up in conversation.
Which part of it?
The Greeks invented anal. Just the premise.
They.
They just kind of like I don't know if it's like
Why that one?
Well,
That's actually a solid.
I don't know. Maybe they're jealous.
Who are these people? We have more ops.
Well, it's like no, they're like Max. I'm friends with Max. He'll like
Yeah.
he's done it before, but from him, it's like just like a little ribbing. People do the same thing about I can tell when women have huge tits just by looking directly at them. I feel like that's a solid. Those are both like I feel good about those jokes. Like I came up with them.
I like the 50% sexist too.
That joke is fun. I usually find it
That one took a second. I actually like that one better than the when I look directly at tits. Yeah.
Yeah. Because people are like, oh, is that just who that guy is? It's like funny, but it's like also.
When you said I kind of laughed when you said for this next one I'm gonna play myself, a guy who's 100% sexist. I don't know if that's like the way you wanna. I don't know. I don't know if it lands, but you can't judge hardly anything on this room right now.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming, but I'm saying like I don't know because I feel like you said I'm gonna play myself, guys, 100% sexist. It sets up like you're gonna say. I feel like I've given you this advice before, or I told somebody something similar. You front loaded the joke. The phrase, a good way to tell if a chick has huge tits is to look directly at them. It's very dry, kind of anti-jokey. It's kind of gonna hit or not depending on where their mindset is. But to like front load it with like this sexism talk,
Yeah.
I feel like
I see. Yeah.
makes. If you were on a seesaw, you can't.
Yeah.
Because you've loaded it so much by I'm gonna be real sexist now. People do this all the time. Like I'm gonna tell when I hate when people warn the audience like, oh, you want a risque one, you want a dirty one, you want one that's insensitive. You've weighted it so hard on the setup that
In that moment.
it's hard for that punch that comes right after it to do any work.
Yeah. That makes sense.
This is a smaller example of it. You didn't go all out. Like you want to hear something really sexist.
I think just the idea of me playing myself and being the character in an impression.
That was a
while
funny
I'm
one-off. Yeah.
But that idea is funny to me, but you're right.
I like the concept. I just think it interferes with
I think
like that huge tits line. I spend most of my time talking about it. I feel like could go a lot of different places. Like you could be in the middle of a funny story, and you could be like, and then this chick had huge tits, and then like, well, you know how you tell me you just look directly at him. Like that's something I feel like you have a lot of stuff that's kind of in your back pocket. I said this last week that you could use in a lot of different places. They're just kind of clever little things. Like you could throw the anal joke into something random, but for this one, I would say my only advice would be don't play yourself. Don't by play yourself I mean literally. Like I've done played myself. Like don't front load your jokes.
Yeah.
By telling people they're going to be shocked or offended or something's going to be racist or sexist or, it just makes it hard to get a reaction because a certain number of people are just going to be like, well, no, I won't laugh. And then a certain number of people are like, oh, this better be really bad. And then some people take it as a challenge as to like, you're challenging me to be offended.
Yeah.
And then they're just in a different mind frame.
They've thought of every joke they've
And a
ever
punchline
heard.
should always be a surprise.
Yeah.
And you said what the surprise was going to be before you. You know what I'm saying? But overall, you battled through this piece of shit room.
It was okay.
I'm just kidding.
But they're still my
This was like the end of it. Okay, new list of ops. All 12 people.
We have their credit card information, and we're going to defraud their credits.
And we have some of you on video.
Well, that's constructive. I appreciate it.
You swam. You're keeping your head above water there. Well, any other thoughts on yourself?
No. I wish I didn't have a fucking beer belly, but that's more of a...
That's it. I'm going on a protein diet.
Personal.
I'm sure I look like shit. My video's coming up next.
You were wearing all black. It was slimming. I was wearing...
I have to wear black.
I was wearing a picture of Prince, and he looked like the fucking deep-fried meme version of Prince on my shirt.
I didn't even... I wish you would have said this before the video started, because I'm not going back. But I would have paused it. I would have made you critique yourself. Because that, in the future.
We can rewind and just imagine.
All right, my turn. I'll just preface this once again.
No, don't spoil it. You can't front load it.
All right. Well, that's kind of a different. You're using my. All right, whatever. This is what it's set.
All right, your next guy. He's hilarious. He's tall like a giant. Let's give it up for Dennis Cheney.
I'm so mad. He wouldn't pound me.
Hey, how are we feeling after the election? We all did the right thing and wrote in Joe Biden, right?
Yeah.
Woo! That's what I did. Here's my impression of a really rich guy who's taken too much Benadryl. Yes, waiter, excuse me. There seem to be 10,000 spiders in my Waldorf salad. Pretty good, right? Yes, the hat man's back in the corner of the room. If you could ask him to leave the premises, that would be appreciated. Who were the people on their anniversary night? You guys? Was that Jack? Oh, never mind. She didn't ask you if you had makeup sex? Yeah, sorry about that. I apologize on behalf of the premises. You guys celebrating anything? What are you guys out for?
Anissa's comedy tour, U.S. comedy tour.
Oh, no shit?
She lives in Spain. She did Lawrence and here.
Hell yeah, where do you do in Lawrence?
At Empire,
Nice. Where's it next on the tour?
back in Barcelona.
Let's go. World tour. That's a world tour. I never even been to Barcelona. Give it up for her. That's right. You go out tonight already?
Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. What's like a good joke in Spain?
Something that's universal because it's a really international audience.
Really? Yeah. Did you grow up there?
No, I grew up in Topeka.
Oh, okay. Well, you're doing good for yourself. Nobody. You got out of Topeka. That's a win. That's a huge win. Yeah, Topeka, a big ghost town at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 o'clock. It's like an old western. There's nobody on that fucking. I worked there forever. I worked at the Green Monster. Do you know the Green Monster? It's this big green apartment building where like there's someone that gets shot like all the time. Not a great job. Anyway, I clearly am not prepared. Let's see. I want to go to Spain. Where do you live in Spain? Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Yeah, that's cool. Dude, I envy you. Are you a citizen over there and everything?
5 more years.
5 more years till you can become a citizen?
Yeah, I have to be there 10 years.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. So you've been there for 5 years, you got 5 more years.
It's amazing.
I'm not gonna say anything. It sounds amazing. I'm just, honestly right now, I'm just tired and I'm jealous and I wanna go to sleep. Anyway, what's your deals? Oh, he left. Okay, bye. I walked that guy. I just freaked out because Ron Fest isn't here tonight, and I'm worried he's dead. So anyway, bye. Love you guys. Have a good one.
Comic book guy. Okay, so okay. Once again, I failed my writing assignment for the week and did crowd work. In a room so barren, I had to do it with another comic. I pointed at a random person.
She was a beautiful lady.
She's in Spain, Nick.
I'm going to Topeka to find another one.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, moving out of Topeka did wonders. Who did I have? I had somebody. I told somebody the other day that I wasn't dating or like interested in dating. They were like, I was like, if I was, it would be like this type of person. I like described a specific, and they were like, oh, you just gotta go like an hour and a half outside the city. Those women are everywhere. And I was like, huh. I never thought of it that way. That's what they were like implying. I went to like St. Joe or some shit. Green, I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I had one joke. I wanted to do my old guy on too much, rich guy on too much Benadryl.
I love that joke.
I stand by it. I think it's funny.
That was a good, like you were saying, like they laughed at the shits and giggles. Like it was that type of crowd. They weren't like, you know, they don't know the Benadryl lore. Imagining.
I don't know what they know.
I don't know.
I was all look. No excuses. I was tired. I was filming it. Then when I walked off stage, you were filming this, and I said I fulfilled my contractual obligation for the MKUsual show. I will do better. Watching myself bomb is inspiring me more and more. I don't know how many of these it's going to take for me to wake up and do the right thing.
Yeah.
I stand by the Benadryl joke.
Ron is not dead.
Ron is
thankfully.
not dead. Thank God he didn't show up till midnight on Saturday.
Oh, really?
Shout out to Ron.
Dude, showed up for the late
We
show.
should have Ron be the first guest of this podcast.
Oh, he's probably seen more comedy than any human being I know. He comes to every show and most open mics.
I don't even think I did good crowd work. Oh God, you want to body shame yourself? I look like shit in that video. I look like somebody who just worked a sold-out show and then fucking. Well, you did too. I hate that hair thing.
Do you want to put peanut butter in each other's belly buttons and see if they'll suction together with
Yeah.
our shirts off?
That could be a bit. We're always looking for bits. What was the other elements of that set?
Oh yeah, you apologize for Jackie.
Yes.
On behalf
which
of
means
the
I must have
premises.
witnessed part of Jackie. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. So I was somewhat aware of Jackie's behavior that night.
Yeah. Not the first time that like she's been problematic. I think Tom O'Grady went up after her, and
I was like crowd work time. I heard her ask this couple about their sex life. They must have been married a long time or some shit.
they're like 25 years or something.
They told me that they weren't. Whatever. Failure. Set was a failure. I'm a
think
complete disaster.
You be
I'm going to work harder. Okay, sorry. Tom O'Grady.
Well, basically, he just told Jackie to shut the fuck up, and that if anyone else sees her, to do the same, and apologized. Sorry if you're watching this, Jackie, but stop bringing your Yeti cups full of cranberry vodkas and leaving them outside and drinking them, and then
That
going
was happening.
inside and not ever buying a drink and getting hammered on the premises. You could just drink shooters in your car like a normal person.
Drink 25 American Honeys in the bathroom like normal people.
It was Pink Whitney's this week.
Oh, really? How, kids? Oh, dude. Okay. Anyway, you got to talk about my set. You're obligated. I talked a lot about yours. I've said
Well,
everything I got to say.
Yeah. See, I feel like you're definitely more like, what do I want to say? Like an academic of comedy than I am. You like study it and you understand words, and I don't. I just say poo poo pee pee to myself and I laugh and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say that in front of a whole crowd and sometimes they laugh, and then I feel like I don't know. So what I'm trying to say is I think your joke was well written, the Hatman joke or the Benadryl joke. I think that's a great joke.
Thanks.
Imagining Waldorf salad, I don't think anyone has ordered in a restaurant since 1972. So that was funny to
I
me.
don't know what Waldorf salad is.
It's like
This just sounds
it's like
salad.
grapes and mayonnaise and apples and
Oh, okay.
walnuts.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah,
Ooh, that makes me want Waldorf salad. Maybe I'm secretly
Blue cheese,
craving
maybe?
Waldorf salad. Ooh.
it's definitely a throwback. It's like a sweet and savory type of dish. Hatman joke is great. You're like what I was saying earlier about me just going up and practicing something is like I've been like forcing myself to do crowd work or to use an interaction to like get into one of my jokes instead of just being awkward. I don't know. I'm trying to like round out my skill set because I've been like heckled and I just freeze sometimes. So I'm trying to like, but you do that naturally. You have like a natural feel about it all.
I would like to.
So I don't think it's like, you might say it's like you're defaulting to it or something, but I think you're good at it.
I've noticed recently, maybe the last year or so, I've defaulted to a very like. Let me just say this: I would like to practice. You're saying like you want to practice like thinking on your feet more, or like reacting to people, or like.
Yeah.
I would like to practice doing that with more energy. I feel like when I'm tired or I just want to get through something or I'm just doing it to do it, I feel like too laid back. Like I would like to practice manufacturing an energetic set
Yeah.
because I feel like that's hyper more awkward.
Being lower energy.
No. I feel like it's harder to get up and be like high energy with nowhere to go than it is low because you're running through stuff faster. Therefore, you have to think on your feet faster. And I'm not talking about being like manic,
I get what
but
you're
like
saying.
I will.
Yeah.
If I have nothing for next week, I think I'm gonna try to go flaming out instead of just like chilling and talking to the audience. Like I'm gonna try to start using these purgatory times on stage to like practice just faking energy if I don't have it. You know what I mean? Like that's one of my big critiques of this, and it's all.
I feel like that's wise. The goal is to do this full time or enough to like bring in, make at least part of your living doing it. So there will be nights where you will have to do that.
Yeah, you're doing that though. You're doing like your act.
Well, yeah.
I might build things from an act on this segment.
I'm just thinking like making yourself do the thing. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Not specifically what you're talking about, but yeah.
I got you. All right. Well, that was. We don't have a special guest this week. I'm guessing not, right?
No.
Last week I forgot. Okay. So that was this week's stand-up review.
Yeah.
Jan Vanderbilt, if you're watching, Brandenburg, you don't get to say shit.
Jan,
I've seen your speech to the unionizing wheel workers.
0 laughs.
You did no better than me. 0 laughs.
The guy's always trying to make the wheel rounder. It's like it's already fucking round. Wheel von Vandenberg.
Join me, Jan.
They don't all need to be a circle. Some of them can be less than a circle on one side. Have a little flat part on one side.
You don't know what the consumer wants. So do we want to talk about our horoscopes and stuff from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well-
But first of all, I want to know what happened to you this week. Mine last week said I was going to have some kind of money thing. I was gonna like fix all my problems from last week. I have no idea. Also, it was like, be careful who you let in your circle. I don't feel like anyone came in or out of my circle. I don't think anything money related happened.
I don't really remember specifically what mine said. I do remember it saying stay hydrated, and I have been trying to do that, and I do feel better. So for what it's worth, that was helpful.
It's making me thirsty to think about.
Yeah. Well, okay. Before we get started, spring this on you real quick. There's a big day coming up. On Monday, it's 11/11. That's a big day if you know how to count. And like numerology, I was gonna read to give like some context.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. This is just what this is saying. From the Hindustan Times.
Dude, I literally just looked up my horoscope from the Indian Express.
Okay, well,
All right.
big Punjabi energy right now. 11/11, it's referred to as a manifestation portal. According to numerology, it's a special day when the date aligns in perfect numeric harmony. 11/11, opening a powerful doorway for spiritual growth. This cosmic event helps you connect more deeply with your true self. Not this fucking mask I put on to tolerate my coworkers. No offense. Just kidding. This year it also falls on the day Venus enters Capricorn, which brings I don't know what that means, a practical approach to love and relationships. It's the perfect time to set mature expectations, create shared goals, and strengthen bonds. I just feel like it's a big day.
Big day. 11/11, also Veterans Day.
Is it? Is it 11th every year?
I believe so.
Or is it like one of those second Monday type situations?
No, I think it's always
Okay, well, you know what the VFW should do? They should manifest some health care for the veterans.
it's celebrated on November 11th, day of the armistice ending World War I.
Oh yeah, okay. Wow. Well, we could probably go down a rabbit hole there.
Let's
not. I'm just.
Well, do you want to? All right, so it could be a big week.
Could be a big week.
I'm going to do my horoscope first this week. Once again, telling me this is a beneficial period for my career. Anticipate a promotion and salary increase. If you're involved in business, expect to see abundance and prosperity. You did water the money tree today. Mercury's influence will encourage you to prioritize your work and financial matters, helping you to manage your finances more effectively in the future. Remain calm and composed, and the planets will guide you towards a more balanced, burping up my coffee, personal life and relationship dynamics. The week will start with good health. This worries me, but as it progresses, you may encounter health challenges. Put your health first. That freaks me out. I don't like that. Don't tell me that shit.
I mean,
I have anxiety.
It could just mean like
Health challenges? That sounds like...
eating Taco Bell is a health challenge. You could just,
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right. This makes me feel like I'm going to win the lottery and then die. Okay.
Also, I didn't water the money tree. We didn't have any water, so I just put some Coca-Cola in there.
Good. Let me read my fortune cookie.
Here comes the little...
So big money week for me until I have a stroke.
Come here. Yeah.
This says live out of your imagination instead of out of your memory.
Okay.
Okay, you know what?
I like that one.
I like that, actually. Let me draw a card. Go ahead and shuffle it.
I will load these up to make you believe that...
Maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. Maybe this money thing... Maybe I should think of this in terms of like the projects we're doing.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. What do you consider your
You know
career?
what? Like, so for instance, this week we had a guy, very, very popular dude at the club. I won't say names. By all accounts, very nice.
I have his street address.
Sold
from
out.
His
Yeah,
W4
let's read
if
his
you want.
birthday. We were just talking. We're actually gonna make a segment out of stuff like this about how many of his jokes were
He sold out.
Facebook memes.
Yeah, he sold out 5 shows. More than Andrew Dice Clay is another. But this guy, anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, how many of his jokes were like Facebook memes?
Like
And how common it is that we see like memes recast as jokes or
Yeah.
this recast as that online. There's so much like recycled kind of humor. So I feel like we were having like a deep conversation about that a little bit earlier. And so I feel like maybe this money thing could be like, it could possibly, if there's anything to these things, it could be revelations about like this business, what we're trying to do with comedy, what we're trying to do with the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, and there could be ideas we come up with this week or like that end up being long-term wins. It doesn't mean I'm just going to wake up with $1,000. Okay, I'm going to pick my card. Don't look down. And then it's written on both sides. What does that mean?
Don't look down.
So you know what? That says don't look down. And this says live out your imagination, not your memory. I feel like then this shit's saying, it keeps saying this money thing, and then I'm saying maybe I'm thinking all wrong, and maybe I need to stop being passive. Like last week, I was like, oh God, this makes me feel like something's gonna happen at my job. And then this week, I'm like, oh God, I feel like something's gonna happen with my health. When in reality, maybe I'm coming to the realization that there might be things I should be observing. They're gonna help long term with like the artistic projects and stuff that I want to do. That's what I'm taking away from this week.
I like that card because I think of it like don't look down on someone. Like don't look down on that guy who was telling Facebook memes.
I was just like shitting on something. I wouldn't shit on him. I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying we were noticing some
But like,
things.
don't look down at your shoes when the whole world's up in front of you. Don't look down. Like if you're afraid of heights, don't look. They tell you not to look down. That'll disorient you. Like once you get to the place you're trying to go, like keep it on the level. So anyway,
All right.
that's how I take that card. But
Do you want me to read your horoscope off mine, or do you have?
I think we
okay.
should read it from the same.
You're a Leo.
Yep, I'm a Leo.
Now, first of all, was there anything big? Because last week was supposed to be like this huge week for you.
Well, I kind of forgot what it was.
Okay.
It was, well, this week was,
It said something really big was going to happen Monday.
what was Monday? I don't remember.
Monday would have been the 4th.
I don't remember. Nothing specific.
So nothing so big.
This week, on the 7th, I'm a year sober. With the help.
Yeah, I get that.
That was a big thing for me. Like,
Okay.
well, I tell it to people, and then like the joke is take 50%. But like, that's how I feel. But a lot of people are like, no, you did it. Like, I know lots of people
Yeah, of
who
course
just
you did it.
fuck it off.
The fail rate on those things, too.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was big. That was a big.
Leo, Saturn may create some challenges in your work environment, but the potential for future growth will occupy your thoughts. You might experience some initial lows early in the week, but by the latter half, your confidence will improve significantly. If you are a business person, expect better days and weeks ahead. There will be moments of joy and happiness, which could also lead to financial gains in your personal life. It's advisable to take things slow regarding new relationships. It may be a hectic week, but not much will happen in your love life. A lack of focus could hinder your academic progress. That doesn't. Mars will bring some disruptions around the middle of the week. Oh, Mars marching in, making it crucial to maintain your concentration. You should have good energy levels, and your fitness is likely to be maintained throughout the week. See, it told you your fitness is going to be maintained. Why am I going to die? Anyway, what do you take away from that?
Well, Saturn is the planet in astrology. I had to look this up. Concentration, permanence, tangible rewards, tenacity, ambition, and productivity. I think that might be a problem coming off of a big, busy week where I had to lock in, made a bunch of food. We were training new people. We did it. We had decent service. Everybody was happy. I only forgot that one shrimp basket. All the other mistakes were made by everyone else besides me. I'm just saying I might like check out a little bit coming into
That
an
makes
easier
sense.
week.
That makes
So
sense. I feel like everyone
stay
does that.
focused. Do the discipline. And then Mars is like relationships and conflicts. So I gotta like just give myself grace, and that'll come through to other people, I think.
Okay.
So I'm taking away on that.
Here's your magic cookie.
Come here, baby. If we don't give her the cookies, her urge to kill rises.
If you want to give her mine.
They're getting more stale every week. Hold on. Learn spring. Okay. It's fall, so. Keep on charging the enemy so long as there's life. Okay.
I feel like, yeah, so far your shit's like, keep your focus, keep on going.
Yeah. Don't rush.
You know, that makes sense too, though. If last week was your year sober, you also just got the ankle monitor off.
Yeah.
You're busy as hell. There's stress stuff going on at work. There's stress, there's just stress in life.
Yeah.
I feel like there might be a lot of temptation for people to like give up or slip up or, whatever.
Try to maintain a pace where you'll
Yeah, you're at
reach
constant
failure.
war, but you
Yeah.
can. All right, let me see here.
My impulse is to go in the middle, but I'm going
Ooh.
right off the top. Deceiving others. That is what the world calls a romance. It did say nothing would happen in my love life. Go slow, I think, is also what it said about relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It said you ain't gonna get laid, bro. Yo, I read your horoscope.
I mean, like, I'm on probation. I don't have a car. That's the only speed I have. Just go very slow in relationships. I can't even like go pick someone up and take them out to dinner or something, Anyway. Oh. Daisy, come here. Come here.
Want some magic cookie? What if she's just eating our fortunes?
Oh, you're gonna shit them out in the yard. We'll have to find them later in the yard.
What if it says you will come into prosperity and then she eats a cookie and she gets the prosperity?
That's kind of true because she's getting these extra treats. She's also she's not getting laid and it's gonna have health complications this week. Come here,
Yeah,
baby.
all of these things.
Do you want to get laid this week?
Have we just been reading your fortunes? Well, that has been negating personal responsibility through magic.
Yep. Thank you, Daisy. Yeah. Stay on my fucking grind. What did it say I need to get in shape too? I just got a pull-up bar in the mail, so that's
Nice.
about to put that together. I don't know. There's something I've been thinking about is I saw this study of like progress or learning stuff. The number of repetition it takes when you do something begrudgingly is a lot, and if you do it in the mindset of it being play, is like 10 to 20. You can learn something in way fewer repetitions of doing it.
That makes sense.
If mentally you're treating it like play. So that's what I'm taking away. I'm gonna apply that to my discipline.
And I'm gonna scheme.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scheme, and I'm gonna be paranoid about my health.
Don't do that.
No. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I'm gonna go lock myself in my room and survive off of bread. All right, well, unless you have any final thoughts, I think that's the show.
No, Greg, catch these motherfucking...
Yawn?
These kernels are gonna pop all over your little buttery ass face.
Ew.
I don't...
You're gonna pop on his face.
You know, I got caught up in the moment.
Ugh.
He was cute.
Love you guys.
We love you.
Bye.